This is Katie Lund, and I'm interviewing Evadna Knowles at her house on 1400 West Denver. Is that right?
Well, this is not 1400 West Denver. Our house was 1400 West Denver.
Oh, okay.
And I had such a terrible time getting my mail changed to 1400 West Denver from the post office box that I just simply didn't. That I talked Trish and Clint into taking 1404, and and I just didn't change. But this is really, it's 9th in Denver.
Okay.
And it's,
Well, at 9th in Denver. And your old house is Trish and Clint are renting it, huh?
yes, they own it. So
Okay.
it's been so nice to have Trish and Clint have it because they really like it. And
Yeah.
they're doing a lot of things to it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it's an old house, right? It was built in...
Well, the front part of it was 10 years old when I moved into it in 1937.
Mm-hmm.
And I think John and Bill Coffins built the cabin part in 1936. 26, I mean.
Oh, okay.
And then we moved into it in 37 and we lived there for a little while and then built the bedrooms and bath and utility room onto it.
Uh-huh. So it is an old house. A good one. And it's so nice because it's out there in the trees.
Well, it's
You feel like you're in
it
the
looked
country.
pretty rugged when we first moved into it. It was
Yeah.
sagebrush and
Yeah.
rocks.
And wasn't pretty.
But we did, I did do a lot to the yard,
Mm-hmm.
and it was quite pretty. I think maybe Trish and Clint bought it because of the yard.
That's good. All those years in garden club, huh?
And I don't think Trish had any idea how much work it was going to be, but she did a beautiful job last summer.
Oh, good.
And
What do you have in your lawn? What kind of flowers?
I sort of liked a lot of things. I couldn't even begin to name them.
Oh, okay. But usually people have trouble growing in Gunnison?
A lot of things grow in Gunnison that will grow in Gunnison that people have never thought about. We always thought we had to have marigolds and petunias, and that was all.
Yeah.
But I found a lot of things that, the first thing that I introduced that I didn't think much of anyone else had was lilies.
Oh.
And they do beautifully in Gunnison.
Just regular lilies?
Yes, just or daylilies, either one.
Oh, you can... okay.
I think there were daylilies, but just regular lilies. There hadn't been too many of them around.
Oh.
And a lot of the girls are growing them now, especially in garden club.
Yeah.
And there are all sorts of things that you can grow, Penstons do well.
Oh, yeah.
And so many things. I had some nice Penston. One of them I got from Velma Bastion, and it just was beautiful. I wanted a piece of it. And Trish told me I could have anything I wanted to off the garden. I didn't take any of that yet.
But you're still gardening here.
Well, Bill and Sue have never gardened. They just do not like to garden, and they don't do it.
Right.
So, but when I came, they knew they'd have to have a garden. And so Bill said the front yard would be mine, and the backyard would belong to Lucy, and the pig. And so I did 2 nice beds out there. I really had pretty things last summer. I had a lot of glads and my whole bed was just nice. And I had several things in it that I...
It's the first summer I ever put in flowers was last summer, and they grew, and I was so happy. I can hardly wait for this summer. I'm going to put in a lot more. I hate to tell you, though, the thing that did the very best was those butter and eggs, which came down in the irrigation water and grew all over. They did the very best.
I don't know where you live.
On the corner of Spruce and Ruby. It's it's an old John Craner house.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a beigeish pink house.
I know.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's what it is.
John rebuilt it.
Rebuilt it, yeah,
Uh-huh.
a long time ago. Yeah,
Know the house.
yeah,
I didn't know you lived
yeah. Well, Evadna, you were born in 1903
there. Mm-hmm.
in Kansas. I don't know where in Kansas.
In
though.
Marshall County, Frankfort, Kansas. It's the very northeast. It's one of the northern counties, and it's the very in the northeast part of
Oh,
Kansas.
okay.
And I lived there until I was 15,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the year the war was over.
Oh.
And well, it was 1919
Uh-huh.
spring when we
Right.
moved to Colorado. As I say, we moved because my father had asthma,
Oh, okay.
and he had farmed in Kansas. He started in. Well, my mother was one of 12 children, and 9 of them grew up to be adults. And she was the youngest of the bunch, but my grandfather always said, well, when each one of his children had gotten married, he had given them 40 acres of land and a house, and a furnished house, really.
Yeah, yeah.
And so Mother got the house and the 40 acres. Well, the 40 acres wasn't enough to really make a living on in Kansas at that time. And so my dad added on to it and ended up with about 240 acres. And he was fairly successful farmer back there. And so but he came out to Colorado in the year before we moved out here. And looked around and with his brother, who lived he lived in Clifton when we were living in Palisade.
Oh.
And he just rented the farm and had a sale and moved. It was sort of hard. I think it was very hard on my mother because all of her sisters lived around there, and she had lived there all her life, and she didn't really know anything else.
Yeah.
But she got to life in Colorado because things all.
Now you had an orchard in Palisade.
Well, my dad started in with a branch down there that really didn't have all peaches. It had some alfalfa and he for a while ran a dairy.
Oh.
But little by little he added peaches. But of course he didn't know growing peaches at all. I mean, and so
especially in Palisade, where you get one good year out of 3.
Yes. Well, in those days you got a little more than that.
Oh.
It seemed to me that it was better then than what it is now. But he knew peaches pretty well. Yeah. And then.
So you went to school in Palisade.
I graduated from Palisade High School in 1922.
And then you went to nursing school.
I went to nursing school in Salida.
Oh, all right. I wondered where the nursing school was. Yeah.
At that time, there were many, many nursing schools in the country, and each little hospital had a nursing school almost, and they don't do that anymore.
Right.
It's very different. Candy, my daughter, is always in nursing school at Mason now.
Oh, yeah.
And she laughs at some of the things I tell her.
Yeah.
She insisted that I write up a sort of a history of my nursing school and working. You know, of course, in those days, private duty was the big thing. They don't have private duty anymore.
Right.
And well, I was from sort of a small town. My folks didn't think I should go to Denver. That was too big.
Right.
And so I went to Salida and graduated there.
And so when you were in Salida, the school, part of the job of the school was to work with the hospital, is that right? Or do private nursing? Or
No,
No?
it was a privately owned hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and Dr. Cockham's owned it.
Uh-huh.
And when the Gunnison train came in, we always met the Gunnison train when they were bringing patients in.
Yeah.
And it seemed to me we met the Gunnison train about every night
Yeah.
and brought patients from Gunnison. I've always kind of wished I'd kept track of them because I didn't remember their names
Yeah.
after I lived here. Of course, it was a few years before I came here after that.
So you graduated from nursing school in what, 1924?
25.
25. And then what did you do?
Well, at that time, I took state board. Well, I accompanied a lady whose home was really in Omaha, but her husband's family had a big ranch in the San Luis Valley,
Mm-hmm.
and had been living out there, and she was about 8 months pregnant and decided she had to go back to Omaha to have the baby. And she started almost in labor at the hotel
Oh, no.
that night, and so, but she was determined she was going back to Omaha to have that baby, and so I went with them, and her mother was with me, and I stayed there for a week, and I had some friends up in Iowa, one of my classmates lived there, and she was working there, and so I called her, and she said, well, come on up, and there's plenty of private duty, and so I went.
Okay.
And then I went on up to the University of Michigan and worked. And I went home. I had a brother who was, he must have been, I don't know how many years younger than I was. It's about 15 or 16, I guess, because my Candy's mother was 11 years younger than I was. I had a brother who was 3 years younger, and then the next one was my sister that was 11 years, and then my brother that died just this December was 2 years younger than that.
Oh my goodness.
But then this boy was, he was 5 years old when he died, and that was in 1927, I guess. And so I came home then and stayed home for a little while, and then I did some private duty around. But it was in the days when I started to tell about the Iowa trip, I was there doing private duty when the state board happened here in Denver. And now you just go in and take state board anytime you want to. But then it was just given about I think it was once or twice a year, or once a year, I think. And so I took it in Des Moines.
Oh.
I was sort of proud of myself. I got up into the 90s
good.
in my grades.
That's good.
And in fact, the highest grade was only 92 and 4/5 or something like that. There were 5 different subjects that we had to take, and that was all.
Yeah.
And but I've worked around in smaller hospitals just a lot, and at that time you didn't have to. You could work probably a year, and they wouldn't say much to you about registering. You just did it.
Yeah, because they probably had a big shortage of nurses, right?
Yes.
They probably desperately needed.
And most any place you walked in, you could get a job.
It used to be like that with teaching too. You
Yes,
could
I
get
know.
a job as a teacher any
And there
place.
wasn't. Now teaching is a little harder to get
Yeah,
into, and
yeah.
harder to get jobs.
Yeah.
Julie felt she was lucky to get this job over because they paid a little more. They really had some, I think there's some oil there or something.
Oh,
They had a little,
well, that's
a
good.
little extra money.
Yeah.
And in fact, when they were having such a shortage of money, I don't think the school board over there woke up to the fact that they weren't going to have a lady. They had usually had it. And she was, all of a sudden, they were worrying about what they were going to do, and she was afraid they had such small classes.
Yeah.
Now, this year she just has 7 people.
Oh,
Last year she had
goodness.
14 in her class, but this year she has 7 so far.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
she
how
thought that-
wonderful for the kids.
and she thought she would, maybe they would combine classes.
Yeah.
But they didn't do it.
Okay.
And she was afraid being the newest teacher that she
Yeah,
would.
right.
But,
So this is their second year there.
yes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Uh,
Well, so after you passed your state exam, you came back to Palisade for a while, or you
Yes.
said you went home? Is that
I
Palisade?
went home because, well, but I stayed there for a little while because Mother was pretty broken up, and it was, it was
Yeah.
part of the family.
Yeah.
And let's see, what do I do next? I think I went out to Moab and worked a little while.
Oh, was that a mining town in those days? In the
No.
20s? It was. It
They
was.
didn't
That
know anything
came
about
with,
mining.
that came with uranium, right? Yeah.
And but I worked in different places. I spent a year in Selma, Alabama, in a really fun hospital.
Wow.
I was.
What
they
took you
used
to
call me that
Selma?
devil,
Yeah.
Well, you just knew about a job someplace and you just went. And
You were kind of adventuresome, right?
well, it was sort of adventuresome, I guess.
Yeah.
But you didn't think very much about it. It just happened. And,
Yeah.
And then I worked in Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Oh, I lived in
for 2
Las
years.
Vegas for 2 years in the 70s. How was that? Was it a pretty rough town?
And that, I guess they have a really nice new hospital now, and I don't know how it's run. But at the time I was there, it was run by 2 women members of each Protestant church in town, and they didn't know any more about running a hospital.
Yeah, that sounds like a hospital.
it was really rough, and it was in an old wide building, and they didn't have an elevator, and if you had, the operating room was upstairs, and I remember especially one night we had this woman who tried to commit suicide, and she was really almost out. We were trying to get her upstairs.
No.
And, if you had, most of the downstairs was, I think they could have arranged it a little better, but they didn't. And,
When we lived in Las Vegas, it was a very rough time. It was,
Yes, it was
and
a different
I guess
time.
it's always been a rough town, Las Vegas has. That things always,
Las
although,
Vegas, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
They wanted to be the capital, but they were too rough, and they went to Santa Fe instead.
those are the worst.
Yeah.
And that I didn't like. Then of course from there I went home, and when I worked back in my hospital 3 or 4 years, and when they closed that, of course, and closed the training school before I went back there.
Oh, what? Salida?
Mm-hmm. And hospital in Salida, is a Masonic home now.
Oh.
They've done a lot with it. It's real nice.
So eventually, you came to Gunnison in what, 1937?
36.
36. And why did you come to Gunnison?
Well, Candy's mother was here in college
Oh.
in just the summer.
Oh.
She was teaching, but she came up here in the summer.
Yeah.
And I don't know how she happened to hear that there was an opening up here. That was kind of close to home, and
Yeah.
so I came up here and got right.
Yes, I know. For somebody who traveled, I was thinking traveled all over the United States, and you've been here since 1936. So that's pretty, yeah. What job did you take at first when you came here?
Well, they kept me on days a day or two until I got then they stuck me on night duty.
Oh.
and I just worked at the hospital I came here the 22nd of June, and I worked until the 1st of August at the hospital. And then Dr. Mast and McDonough were the doctors, so they needed someone in the office. So I worked in the office for a year. Then John and I were married, and I didn't work for a whole year.
Oh, how nice.
I just thought I never was going to work again, but it was pretty hard times in those days,
Yes,
I'll tell you.
That was the Depression, right?
And we worked for $5 a day, and we do 12-hour duty
Wow.
for special duty.
Yeah.
And,
So what did Gunnison look like when you first came?
well, there wasn't any Palisades, of course, and there wasn't any paving, and there wasn't. It was just a little town.
Yeah.
But it was sort of likable, and people were nice too.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, I was here a year and a couple of months. John and I were married in 37 in August.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Now, was he running the dairy then when you married him?
yes.
With his dad and
Well,
his
see,
sister?
he had taught for 5 years.
Mhm.
We taught 2 years, I guess, in Somerset and 3 years in.
Was it Silverton?
And
And he taught music, right? Because he graduated
Well,
from Western?
yes,
Yeah.
he taught music. Really, but he did teach. He taught science and math and
Right.
you know those.
Right.
It wasn't,
Yeah.
well, especially in Silverton, it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, there were a lot of teachers, and he had to divide up.
Yeah. So, you didn't think you'd ever get a job again, but you did, right?
Well, then I worked, part time. I did a little private duty, and there were only the 2 doctors here, and I used to help with the surgery. Surgery was, of course, what I always liked.
Yeah.
So, and the hospital was in the Rockwell house,
Oh. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know where the first hospital was.
Didn't you know that?
Uh-uh.
Well, that's what it was. And the Newberrys had started there, and then the hospital, they built the hospital over where it is now.
Yeah.
And Mr. Newberry made all the bricks to build it.
Oh.
And they moved into it. I don't know the dates of that.
Oh, that's all right. Those,
Yeah.
that are easy to find.
And we thought we really had it made that they got that
I
hospital.
know. Well, it's always been a nice little hospital, For
It's,
a rural hospital.
Well, I enjoyed working at it all those years. And then they of course, built the emergency room and the operating room later on while I was working.
Yeah, because they had we came in 72, and they had those when we came in
Oh, was
72.
that?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
How long have you lived here?
Since 72.
72?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you've been here a while.
Yeah, well, yeah. We were coming for 2 years, and we're still here. Did you work as a school nurse, too?
Oh, yes, I did 13 years of school nursing.
Yeah. But at the same time, you were doing other nursing, or just?
No, I guess that was really the first thing I did.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, I went back to the hospital a little while before.
Uh-huh.
And then Thurston Hatch was here, and he was the superintendent of schools.
Uh-huh.
And that's, well, I don't know if he's all who's here anymore. But I always think of Elizabeth, his wife, and Ruth Eastman were bosom friends.
Oh.
And think maybe his wife is still alive. I'm not sure in California. But he asked me to be school nurse, and I was real thrilled. Because, although I was scared too, because I didn't know whether I'd be able to handle it or not. I mean, I had never had very much training in that area.
What did you do as school nurse?
Well, at that time, everyone, the school nurse did all of the eye testing and hearing tests and that type of thing. And did all the vaccination clinics.
Oh, right. I remember that.
And that sort of thing. Now they do it all at once, you know?
Right.
But, and which is, so much better. Because, but,
and took care of the sick kids that came into your office?
There were always kids that needed something.
That's your pig, isn't it? Yeah. Turn this on for a second. Say hello. Oh, can you say hello?
Go out about your business then.
Yes. You can come over and say hello if you want. As long as you don't knock over the camera.
Just take it easy. Just take it easy.
It smells my cats, probably. Yeah. How funny. So, but you liked being a school nurse?
Yes, I liked it. And but I think I like hospital work maybe more.
Because you went back to the hospital after.
Yes. Well, we were having trouble with bookkeepers, it seemed like. And I'm not a bookkeeper by any manner of means, but I can help keep them honest, at least.
Yes.
And so I stayed out and helped at the office for
okay. What was it called? It was called Knowles Sales and Service, or? Yeah.
That was when we were still in the propane business.
Right. In fact, you brought propane into the valley, right?
Right.
In 1946 or somewhere after the war? 39?
About 39.
Oh, okay.
Lucy, I wish you wouldn't do that.
Move it out of the way.
She dragged my new coat. I had a new coat that I thought I was real proud of. She dragged it out here one day, and I caught her and picked it up, and here she torn the lining in a great big place in it.
Oh, no.
She's a little bit on the destructive side sometimes.
She's so funny. Is she a good pet?
She's probably the best pet you could imagine. But Bill and Sue, and Bill and Sue, Bill decided they had a cabin up on Blue Mesa, and Bill decided he'd like to have a little motorcycle to drive around up there, you know. And Sue said, "Well, that's fine. Why don't you get it?" She said, "But you know, if you're going to have a motorcycle, I need something." And he wanted to know what it was, and she said, "A pig." And he thought she was kidding. And he went ahead and got the motorcycle, and she said, "Well, what else could I do?" So, of course, they add up the expenses of each, you know. They went to Denver and stayed at the Hilton and overnight and went out and got the pig, and all that was charged up against the pig. For a motorcycle, didn't cost very much. So, but they laugh about it. But Bill is, I think, if anything, he likes the pig better than Sue does. They got a video the other day about how to train the pig. And I said, "This waited 2 years too long." Because I think the pig has been well trained.
Especially if she's taking out coats and tearing out the lining and all that kind of stuff.
That was one time when I was here alone with her. They went, where did they go? Oh, it was when they went to New Orleans, I guess, and Thanksgiving time. And she's fine for a day or so when they're gone. And then the second or third day, she commences to pace the floor.
Oh, no.
She really misses them.
Yeah, that's sweet.
This was about the fourth day.
I'll just turn it so. So, when you adopted all your children, is that right?
Yes.
And that was in like 1940s.
Bob was born in 1944. Bill was born in 1946. And of course we didn't have Candy until she was about, I think she was almost 8 years old.
Oh, okay.
Candy was my niece.
Oh, okay.
Or is my niece. She's
your daughter niece, right?
She's my daughter now.
Yeah.
Her mother was my sister, my only sister, and she died when Candy was 3.
Oh.
And my mother had her for a couple of years, and then her father remarried, and father was sort of had alcoholic problems, and he brought her one morning at 2 o'clock in the morning, and wanted to know if I'd keep her, and I said, yes, if you won't be coming after her all the time.
Right.
and so she pretty much ours.
Oh, that's good. But while you were raising your kids, you were also nursing at the same time?
Well, I think Bill was in kindergarten when I started back school nursing.
Oh, okay.
No, he was in first grade, I guess. Well, I think I did a couple of months in the spring, the last months of school, when something happened. Wilma Kerr had been school nurse, and I think she was pregnant. I've forgotten. I believe that's what it was.
Oh.
And she wanted some time off. And then she didn't go back right away, and so she did something else. I think she was at the hospital or something.
Oh, okay.
And I worked 9 years then, and I had worked 4 years when, well, Bob was, let's see, it was during the war, and I worked 2 years, and 1 year, I forgot which. But anyway, my mother came and lived with us and took care of Bob.
Oh, okay.
So.
And the one thing nice about being a school nurse, you were off in the summers when the kids were off, huh?
Yes, and you were pretty much, well, I know Candy's husband, mother, had worked in a store and evidently not been home very much for him. And he was adamant that women shouldn't be home. And I said, well, did you think that you were neglected when you were a kid? And she said, no, you were always there. And I could be, with that kind of job.
Right, yeah.
So it worked out all right.
Yeah, so it was pretty perfect.
Sometimes you feel that you don't have time enough for your kids, but I think no matter what you do, that happens.
That's true. I think that's true. And if you stay home all the time, you still have all these other things, or else you become upset by staying home, and it makes it so much harder on the kids, because you're not doing anything except taking care of kids, which sometimes can get a little old. Not always. Okay, when you brought propane into this valley for your store, in 1939?
They didn't have a store when that happened.
Oh,
I don't know why. John was selling all the machinery, and someone talked him into selling propane refrigerators.
Oh, okay.
And that was the first. What they did, they'd send those 100-pound drums that you used to see out in front of somebody's house, or in the back of somebody's house occasionally. And we had to send them to Wichita and have them filled.
Oh my goodness. Did you just send them on the train? Is that what you did? Yeah.
That was when the train was still here.
Yeah.
And they'd get them back. I think we were selling them for $7.50 of them. And it was a new thing. We didn't.
Yeah, because everybody was heating with coal, right? And they just had ice boxes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was no. There weren't very many electric refrigerators in town.
Yeah.
Few people had them. Very few.
Yeah.
Laura Glover and I had an apartment down across the corner from Wilson's. And we had that front apartment. And we had an old ice box, and the man came and put ice in it every once in a while. Probably took it off in the river.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they used to cut it down at Neversink.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
Yes. And then they branched into stoves and then heat. The first heat John put in was up in Ohio City.
Oh,
And
a lot better than
furnace.
coal.
Oh yes.
So-
You see our new stove?
oh yeah,
We had a wood stove there.
yeah.
And Bill did. And when they did the house over this spring and did all over it had wood paneling in it,
Uh-huh.
and the way it is now, it's so tight that the wood stove just wouldn't burn.
Yeah.
And so they took it out and are going to, and the man's supposed to come and connect up the gas to it.
Oh, well, that's a good idea. And there's something else people are using. I can't remember.
All
what it
that
is.
was pellets.
Yeah, the pellets.
Well, they looked at pellets,
Yeah,
but I don't know, for some reason they decided on gas.
yeah.
Of course,
Probably
they have gas here.
if your house is tight,
They-
gas is probably
We don't
best.
they did have propane, but they changed to natural a couple years ago.
Yeah, and it's probably pellets. I think is very expensive to start up, and unless if you have
Well,
gas in a tight house, I
well,
don't think you need pellets.
They say that the gas is less expensive,
Yeah,
but the pellets are messier.
yeah.
My
yeah.
brother and his wife have a pellet stove in Delta,
Mm.
and she cleans the ashes out every morning and
Oh,
fills the pellet
Yeah.
stove.
yeah.
But my brother couldn't seem to sing so badly.
Oh.
He couldn't seem to stand either wood
Yeah.
or the gas
Oh,
stove.
not the gas either. Huh?
And
Is the pellet better for him?
the pellet was fine. It
Yeah.
didn't bother him at
Yeah.
all.
Oh, that's good. Swell. You also, this was a long time ago, but you also helped put up a chairlift, right, up at Cement Creek, for the first ski chairlift in the county.
I didn't help
didn't?
with that very much.
I wondered. It said both of you, and I thought I'd ask.
Once go all day long, and 2 o'clock in the morning he hadn't come home, and I really was getting worried. And but he came home, and they had gotten that tram down and put it up. There were a bunch of fellows that, like Wes McDermott and Ryle Lincoln, and
Maybe Mickey Zaradka too, I
yes,
think.
Mickey and Chuck Schweitzer,
Oh, okay.
all those
Yeah.
fellows. And
It was an old mining tram, is that
it was
what it was?
an old mining train,
Yeah.
and they thought, how are we going to do this? And some fella came along and blasted it for them,
Oh.
and some old mining man up there,
Yeah.
and they got it down. And we had a lot of fun on that.
So it was up by Cement Creek,
Uh-huh,
right?
uh-huh.
And it was the first chairlift, right?
I
In the
think
county.
they said it was the first chairlift in Colorado.
Oh, in Colorado. Wow. And I heard lift tickets were something like $1 a day. Is that right?
Oh, I don't really remember.
Is that a rumor or a myth?
And, it wasn't, certainly wasn't as expensive as it is now.
Was it good skiing?
It was good skiing. And, I mean, it was up to all of our levels.
Uh-huh.
It's past mine. I never did get that good. But skiing has been a great thing in this country. I was so grateful about skiing because of the children, because they really liked it, and they got all 3 of them got fairly good.
Yeah.
And it just shortened the winters, that's all.
That's right. And it keeps them healthy because they're outdoors. Yeah.
And keeps them out of mischief.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well, what are some of your best memories of your years in this valley since 1936? Well,
it's really all been pretty much good memories. I don't thought about that. Having the children, I think, has been one of the biggest things, best things. Both John and I enjoyed them immensely. Some of the picnics and we used to have a family that finally moved out to Oregon, and we'd picnic every Sunday.
Oh.
And sometimes I think I'd fry one more chicken. But anyway, it was fun to do. And I always liked to fish. John loved fishing until he fell and hurt his shoulder, and couldn't. And he wouldn't ice fish. I loved to ice fish, and I went a lot. And John, I never could get John before. I think about once I ice fished with John. But these friends from Grand Junction had come up, and Rose didn't. Well, Janet Johnson's parents.
Yeah.
And Rose wouldn't ice fish at all. She wouldn't think of such a thing, and John wouldn't either. So Walker and I would go fishing and come home with a bunch of fish, and I really thought it was fun.
Can you remember an especially bad winter?
No. I dreaded the winters pretty much the first year or two I was here, or maybe 3 or 4 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there was one winter, I think it was about the second winter that I was school nursing, and it seemed to me I was stuck all summer because we had so much snow.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I got to the point where I really didn't mind the winters very much.
Seems like they've gotten better, but I don't know.
The last winter was certainly a wonder, wasn't it?
No. Even this winter is.
Well, I mean this winter.
Yeah.
I'm saying
And last winter
Well,
wasn't
it was
bad
still
either.
bad.
Yeah, I know.
But it's the last of February. It can't be too bad.
I know.
I don't. There was one year that we had a lot of snow, that we had a lot of water. And we were right on the river down there. John got up every hour and pumped the basement.
Oh, good.
one night, and at 4 o'clock he said, "I guess we're going to have to move out."
Oh, no.
And then it started going down, so we didn't.
Oh, that's good.
But of course there was water all across here, but
Well, there was that, 84 or something in May when it heated up to 80 degrees and it just flooded all over.
Well,
you must have gotten that, right, here?
Yes, but that was
it's not so bad.
that wasn't as bad as I can't remember what year that was. I know that right afterwards we went to Rainbow Assembly with, I don't remember exactly what year that was. But this time, Bill and Sue lived here, of course, and they were gone to Canada on a vacation.
Oh, no.
And the water was almost up to their house. And that was when they made that.
Right.
Ditch.
Yeah, right. The Army Corps of
Someone-
Engineers, yeah. Yeah,
Someone said they didn't think they needed that ditch.
Yeah.
Last year, I think they came down and looked it over and decided they did.
Yeah. That was a good thing. I heard the Army Corps of Engineers isn't going to do small projects like that anymore, and I thought, wow, we would have been in a world of hurt if they wouldn't have done that. Yeah.
Well,
probably the biggest change you've seen in your years, or some of the biggest changes you've seen in your years in the valley?
Probably the biggest change is the fact that by the time I'd been here a couple of years, and John, especially after John and I were married, we knew everyone in town, and now we just don't know anyone.
Oh, okay.
I don't. And that's probably the biggest change. But it has, well, it's gone along with everything else. I mean, the hospital's so much nicer than it was when I worked there, and so much more modern, and the schools are different, and
yeah, did you work at Blackstock's when you were school nurse? Is that where you worked, or Pine?
Blackstock's, and while I was school nursing, they built what do they call the one next to it?
Oh, O'Leary.
Oh,
O'Leary?
yeah.
It was the Pine Street School, right?
It was the Pine Street School.
Yeah, and then
And
they
that's
built.
all we had until they built the one across the street from us.
Yeah.
And then they hadn't even built the place where they had the administration then,
Yeah.
when I quit.
Mhm.
And they didn't have the one out.
Oh, Lake.
Oh,
Lake.
Lake, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
And the high school, of course,
yeah.
was up where junior high
Right.
is.
That's right. And originally it was up in the college in Taylor Hall. But you weren't here when that was true.
No.
That was something like.
Bill went to school up there for a while. When I guess they were building something, I don't know what. He was up there.
Oh.
When he was in third grade, I think.
Oh. Okay.
And at the high school, that's where John went to high school.
Oh. In the Rulin one, or in the one up at Western, up at Taylor Hall?
Oh, at Taylor.
Yeah. Yeah, he would have gotten it there. That's right. Yeah. Well, what are some of the things you regret that have happened in the valley? Some of the changes that you regret? If there are any.
What do you, I don't know.
Well, what would you rather not seen happen? Have we lost something that we used to have?
No, I've never felt that way.
Oh, okay.
I just feel like when there's change, it's probably for the better, and you go on. And I kind of forget. I mean, the way the roads were down at the dam, you know. And John will tell me just exactly where they were. He would, and they just didn't need anything. Yeah. I couldn't remember how they used to be.
Right. I can see where that would be really hard to see. Yeah.
And I don't think any of the progress has been anything but good. Usually.
The town must have grown though, if you knew everybody, and now you don't know anybody. The town must have grown.
You did, you know, there weren't that many college teachers, and you knew all of them, and you knew, and you knew everyone else around town.
Yeah,
There weren't,
that's true.
there weren't enough. I was thinking the other day about the lawyers, and now they kind of fight over who's going to be city and county and districts and so forth. And the county judge didn't used to be an attorney, you know.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. And now, of course, they have so many attorneys, they have to choose one. It's an attorney.
Divide it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, do you miss the old days, or?
No, I don't really particularly. Everyone seems to think I should miss my house, and I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm just glad to have Sue and Bill. They've been so good to us, and of course, I think probably my yard is about as pretty as it ever was that last summer, and the latter part of August, John was getting to the point where it was just hard for me to get to manage. And Bill came in one day, and I was cleaning out on the front porch, and I said, let's settle his house. And I didn't even give him a chance to changed my mind
Oh.
because I think he
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we talked and
Yeah.
talked about what would be the best thing for us, and he came down the next day and he said, Sue, and I decided that the only thing for you to do is just move in with us. And so I just didn't argue.
Yeah.
And it's certainly been helped me. I don't do very well by myself.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
wouldn't have.
at 92, you're entitled not to have to keep a whole house by yourself.
Well, and I just look forward to the man coming home from work.
Yeah, that's true too.
I just stay in bed in the mornings until they're gone
Mhm.
because I think, well, they need some time to themselves,
Mhm.
and I usually sit out here and chat or sew or something. I've been trying to get some crocheting and embroidering and so forth done for when Beth got married this summer. She was the youngest grandchild, and all the rest, I did a whole bunch of things for her, even big crochet doilies like this, and just things that I thought maybe someday she'd like.
Yeah.
Maybe not now, but later. So then, when after the shower was over, I kept hearing, well, grandmother will probably be dead when I get there, and I won't get all this. So I've got a drawer full of things now.
That's nice.
And I'm trying to do a lot of it. I thought I'd do a lot of the cooking when I came, but Sue likes to do it, and she does it so easily, and she comes home, and she and Bill, Bill, do the cooking, and I don't even do any of that. I try to keep the house straightened up, although she has Ida come and clean
Yeah, which is nice
on
too.
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yes, that's nice. I really like that.
Yeah, I know.
And but it's been really good for me because I said I just wouldn't like to live by myself.
There comes a time, and it's yeah. Well, Evadna, did I forget to ask you something about your life here that I should have asked you before we end this interview?
Well, I don't know. I really didn't know what you were going to expect, and I was wishing I did so that I could think about it, but when you get 92, you don't think as fast as you used to. I wasn't.
Well, I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much.
Well,